Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and to another video where we're taking a look at one of Rocket League's pros play 1s, 2s, and 3s all in one video. I'm doing this because I think it's really interesting to see how these pros play differently from 1s, 2s, and 3s. You get to see how they perform in different game modes. You can tell which pros are grinding out their 1s, which pros don't grind very much 1s, and you get to see how these pros fit into a team versus how they play when it's sort of more of a solo, not so much team-based play style. Do they use a lot of mechs to get the wins? Do they just play really solid? Do they do a lot of demoing like we might see from comm? If there's a certain player that you want to see done, be sure to subscribe because I'm going through pretty much every single pro in the pro scene, and eventually the pro that you want to get done will get done. If it hasn't been done already, check the playlist that this is a part of. See if the pro player that you want to watch has been done yet. If not, leave a comment down below. Comment who you want to see done next, and if you get enough thumbs up, I will happily do that player next. But here we go. Today we're doing comm, if that wasn't obvious, and we're starting off like always with 1v1. So let's go ahead and get into it, see how comm's looking in the 1v1 department. All right, see what kind of kickoff comm's choosing to do right away. Standard speed flip kickoff, wins it heavily past his opponent. Can he score from this position? Goes for a double tap, not able to get it. Goes for the backflip shot, also not able to get that, but it was a pretty good attempt. Gonna try to boost out his opponent all the way back to his half, but his opponent's smart. Gives up on the middle boost and just goes straight for the corner boost. Comm goes for the double tap. Ooh. Not a super common play that you see players go for in 1v1, just going straight for the double tap off the backboard, because if your opponent gets that touch off the backboard, you're kind of stuck in the air recovering for a while. So a dangerous play to go for there, but comm does get the goal for it and rushes in for that challenge, trying to not let himself be at the mercy of his opponent, but just comes up short on the challenge. Ooh. Throws in a slow kickoff. Maybe he goes for that after he realizes he misses that first pad. He doesn't want to go for a full-on kickoff and then have no boost afterwards because he missed that pad. Or maybe he just was already planning on doing that. Either way, that's going to get into his opponent's head a little bit going forward on the rest of the kickoffs. It is good to switch up your kickoff every now and then. Keep your opponent guessing on what you're going to do. Half-flip challenge by comm. Shuts down the play. And still battling for the midfield. Something that we've watched other pros play 1v1 in this series so far. Something we noticed is a lot of 3v3 pro players, when they try their hand at 1v1, they give up the midfield too easily. They let their opponent have the ball, and they let their opponent set up a play, but comm so far has not given the ball, given space to his opponent for free so far. So comm looking like, out of the short list of pros that we've done so far in this series, like he most understands how important the battle for the midfield is in 1v1. Comm defends his net well there, forces Lifox wide of the net, and counterattacks well. 4-1 for comm. Comm playing very solid so far is really the only thing to say. Hasn't done anything flashy like we've seen from other players, but flashy isn't always what you need to do to get the win. If anybody is an embodiment of that, it is comm. Comm knows you don't have to play flashy to get the win. You just got to do what you got to do to get the win, whether that's bumping and demoing, whether that's team playing, hitting the passes, taking good 50-50s like that. Comm knows what needs to be done to win. That's what he's always done. He does what he needs to win. That's it. Ooh, as I say that though, on the wrong side of the ball there for that pinch. He might be conceding a goal here to Lifox, who isn't able to put that in. Comm a little happy to see that not hit the back of the net. Also wishes he would have hit that on target. Could have been a goal. Oh, not the most graceful landing there by comm. Comm maybe BMing his opponent a little bit here, saying, alright, you haven't really done anything to impress me so far, so I'm going to go ahead and let you try again, under the assumption that you're probably just going to mess up. You'll love to see Comm get into people's head. Ooh, it's a good challenge by LifeFox. Comm with a good idea there, faking the grab on the ball. Probably assuming LifeFox would be rushing back to defense. But no, LifeFox just dove at the ball there. I think that was a decent idea from Comm. LifeFox just a little fortunate that maybe his attempt at a bump also resulted in just getting the ball for free. Really good job by Comm there not to get stuck in the net off of that save. If he gets stuck in the net there, then that entire play was for nothing. And again, Comm just letting his opponent give him the ball for free in his corner and shooting across the entire map to secure the goal. Comm not overcommitting for anything, letting his opponent be the one who overcommits. And in 1v1, when your opponent is overcommitted, there's obviously nobody defending the net, and he just shoots the long shot into the free net. Comm getting a little cheeky, feeling a bit confident in this 1v1 probably, thinking that he's got LifeFox's number, but 2 goals in a minute and 5 seconds, very doable, especially if LifeFox has a good kickoff. Comm attempting the wave dash kickoff, reversed or executed the wave dash in the wrong direction though. And just like that, it's a 1-goal game in 4 seconds. But Comm looks like he's got the better speed flip kickoff, making better contact on the ball, beating LifeFox on most of the normal kickoffs that they've been going for. Comm securing all the boosts, bringing the ball to his corner where he knows LifeFox has no boost. There's really no danger at that point. That's what Comm's been doing all game. LifeFox not backing up to his net fast enough, not nearly fast enough there, gives Comm a completely open net. What is LifeFox going to do here? Comm turtling back to his corner boost as LifeFox attempts a musty. Comm's just going to hit it past him and turtle in his 8th goal. Comm looks like he's going to take this game with relative ease, even though the scoreline would have you think this was a pretty close game. It looked pretty easy for Comm, I'm not going to lie. 5-8, maybe one of the 2 players can score again before this is over. Let's see what Comm's got in mind here. Ooh, the Arsenal reset attempt. I don't know if that's what people call it these days, the Arsenal reset. Can he go full field from his back wall? LifeFox doesn't want to get clipped on. And that's going to be it for the 1v1 game. 5-8. Comm looking solid, looking like he has a pretty good idea of how to play 1v1. And honestly, looking through the replays on ballchasing.com, looking for a 1v1 replay to do for Comm. While he didn't have a ton of uploads on ball chasing, most of what I saw for his 1v1 replays on there, he was the winner of most of the replays. So Comm might actually be a decent 1v1 player. But let's go ahead and get into the 2v2 game. Alright, for the 2v2 game, look at who Comm's playing against his teammate on version 1, Torment. Comm again missing a small pad on his kickoff. We saw that in the 1v1 game. Missing one of the pads on his way up to the ball. But we've got Angel and Comm versus Torment and Cheese. Torment on the Fennec. Very interesting. I think that could be a good play for Torment. I would love to see Torment play a bit of the Fennec because it seems like a lot of the older veteran type of players who kind of fell behind mechanically and speed-wise a little bit to the meta and to the new players, when they switch to the Fennec, they feel a lot faster and a lot more mechanical. So with somebody who positions and who is as smart of a player as Torment, if he can combine, if he can make a change to a new car that makes him feel faster and more mechanical, On top of being such a smart positioning and, you know, just smart player, I think the Fennec could be a really good change for Torment, increasing his mechanics and his speed while maintaining that game sense. So I do like to see Torment actually on the Fennec, whether it's going to last or not. I do notice that a lot of pros who seem to have lost their pace when they switch to the Fennec, they just have a new sort of level of confidence and speed and mechanics. And that's a lot of the reason why I like the Fennec personally. I main the Fennec because it makes me feel faster, it makes me feel more mechanical. I do really like the Fennec for that. But comm is currently winning against his teammate. I don't even remember what the first goal was, honestly. Was busy ranting about the Fennec and its mysterious powers. comm a little slow to go for this ball, but see if that challenge was enough. It was. Big bounce. Good bounce for comm. Not able to make the most of it though. Ooh, look at comm. He's been working on the zap dashes, trying to stay in the meta himself mechanically. It's good to see. It's really good to see. So as a pro player, you do need to keep up on the mechanics that do have utility. Both Torment and comm rocking the V1 decal, and that should be a goal, but comm misses wide and actually concedes. Yeah, comm not feeling too great about that one. Had a completely open net. Just shoots wide, bounces off the post, and Cheese counterattacks on the other end. Can he make up for it here? He's gonna try. Cheese is gonna close it down early, almost dunk him actually right back into his net. And comm isn't feeling good about that. And he's almost own goaling that one. Good defense there from comm. Gets Torment to jump, but isn't able to play it around him. You can definitely tell that comm isn't super comfortable playing 2v2. Doesn't seem to quite have a feel for the game mode at the moment. Which, of course, that's completely fine. He is a 3v3 pro, not a 2v2 pro. You can argue that a lot of 3v3 pros play possibly too much 2v2. And they should be spending more of their time playing threes. But, you know, 2v2 gives you a lot more time, a lot more ability to practice working on your mechanics and your speed and confidence. Whereas 3v3, it's really about mastering the rotation, the timing, and your teamwork. And you don't get a lot of opportunity to practice mechanics in 3v3, so that's why a lot of pros like playing 2v2. They get to work a lot on their mechanics. comm not able to make any sort of play past his opponents. I think comm really needs if he wanted to win this game, I think he needs to slow down and be a bit more patient when he gets his chances. Not a great setup touch there. Here we go. Here's a nice controlled play by comm. An interesting play there by comm. Not really sure what he was going for there. Hits the ball to the sidewall, but then it's going the wrong direction for him to follow it up. Isn't able to get anything going. comm not looking the best in the 2v2 department. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. comm looked very confused on what he should be doing in the 2v2 realm. But let's go ahead and hop into our 3v3 replay and see if things get any better for comm here. Alright, and unlike usual here, we've got a ranked game instead of a professional level scrim or game, you know, a full pro lobby. One, because comm did not have many replays on ball chasing that were recent of full pro games. And yeah, two, I think it is interesting to see what sort of play style professional players will utilize to solo queue their way through a threes game, because we all know how difficult solo queuing 3v3 is. So let's see how a professional player goes about solo queuing 3v3. Maybe we can learn something from comm here. It's just going to take a 50 that goes straight to middle where a teammate could have possibly been. But that's the difficulty of solo queue threes, is a lot of the time there won't be a follow-up when you think there should be a follow-up. And they're actually just going to concede the first goal. Now arguably, comm shouldn't have been trying to take that ball from his teammate off of the sidewall. But arguably as well, there should have been a teammate following up comm's 50-50. That was a beautiful 50-50 to a teammate, honestly. Alright, comm pre-jumps to get at least some touch on the ball. Long shot from Mech. Follow up from Mech. Doesn't do much off the wall there. Same with L. Doesn't do much, and comm's like, okay, I guess you guys are done. After making those amazing touches. Thank you guys. And they're actually just going to find another random goal. So yeah, even pros, as you see at the highest level of ranked, solo queue 3v3 does not get much better. So if you are a low ranked, maybe, you know, below grand champion ranked 3v3 player, and you're like, man, I can't wait to hit SSL so that 3v3 can actually be good, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I don't think solo queue ranked 3v3 ever gets much better, ever gets much more structured or organized. So you might just want to stop solo queuing, find yourself somebody to queue with, and dominate ranked with a partner or two. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. As comm and the blue team go down another goal. From one end completely to the other, uncontested. Another solo queue 3v3 experience. You challenge the ball in your opponent's half, and all of a sudden it's in your net. Typical 3v3 experience. Comm looking to solo play his way to victory here. Arsenal reset with the musty delayed flick. Doesn't have enough boost to keep going though. Would have been nice if he did. Would have been a cool play, but they're actually gonna have their first team play of the game. Excuse me. First team play of the game. Equalize 2-2 with 2 minutes on the clock. Thumper. Comm trying to pre-jump again. Kills that ball for L. L tries to get the ball going, but gets absolutely destroyed in the middle of his play. Off the corner, possibly for himself. And that could have been a goal if the shot was a little better. Probably behind the opponent would have been a better shot there. Always good to shoot behind your opponent, because if they're diving across the net to try to make a save and you place the ball behind them where they have no momentum going, it's going to be impossible for them to save the ball. So not the best shot there by comm, but that's a beautiful pass to make up for it. Comm. Oh my goodness, what an absolute outplay by the man, the myth, the legend. And that might just be another cross-map goal. No favorable bounce for the blue team. Bails him out there. man. I am not gonna lie to you guys and say that this is a beautiful game. I would not emulate what you're seeing on the screen in this game in your own 3v3 games one bit, but this is perhaps why maybe we should stick to pro level 3v3 games. But hey, comm, if you're watching, sorry to expose your ranked 3v3 session like this. You serve an important social experiment. I will no longer make the same mistake to our future professional players in the series. They will all get their due respects of only showing top level 3v3 gameplay. Because this has not been pretty. And yeah, looks like that's gonna wrap up the 3v3 experience. Yes, it is. So that's it. We got to see comm play some ones where he looked pretty good. He looked pretty confident and looked pretty knowledgeable in how to play a good 1v1 game. 2v2, comm did not look in his element. He looked very lost in a 2v2 rotation, playing against his teammate Torment. And in threes, a lot of the same. I mean, it is ranked solo queue 3v3, never gonna be a very great experience. Hey, at least it goes to show that even pros have a difficult time solo queuing 3v3. That's gonna be the end of the video. If you liked it, if you want to see more of it, leave a like down below. Don't forget, comment down below on who you want to see next. Check out the comments below, leave thumbs ups on players that you also want to see so I know who I should do next. And subscribe, because your favorite pro is gonna get done at some point. So subscribe so you know when that video drops. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.